Wales is testing out a basic income plan that will offer £1,600, which is about $2,100 every month, to 18-year-olds who leave the government's care system. That includes teens who either lived with a foster family in a children's home or were supported by housing services. The basic income program is said to be the most generous in the world. AIRBNB posted record revenue last year, beating Wall Street estimates on earnings in its fourth quarter of 2021. The home rental company says it expects the number of bookings for the current quarter, ending March 31st, to exceed pre-pandemic levels for the first time since the COVID crisis began. But in today's deep dive, drivers may soon see some relief at the gas pump. The White House is weighing implementing a gas tax holiday as a way to help Americans struggling with rising inflation. Gas prices are up 40% from last year. Irina Ivanova has been following this, and she's here to discuss this with us. Irina, people are very excited about this possibility. So how much relief could drivers actually see under a federal gas tax holiday? And what might be some of the concerns that analysts have?
Good morning. So the federal gas tax is about 18.5 cents per gallon. And if gas were to fall by that amount, drivers would probably save $2 to $6 every time they filled up their tank. Of course, that's assuming that fuel stations would pass on the entire savings to consumers. And some analysts have brought up the concerns that maybe that won't happen. Stations could lower the price by a little bit and then keep the rest of the savings for themselves. Another concern is that in the U.S., we actually use that money. It goes into the Highway Trust Fund, and eliminating another source of revenue at a time that we need to maintain so many roads could put infrastructure in a worse spot.
Yeah. So, Irina, it sounds like maybe, forgive the pun, but we need to pump the brakes on our excitement over how much this relief is actually going to get us. When you're saying 18 cents and we may not get all of that money, and it comes out of the federal coffers, and gas is up almost $1 over last year. What else can the federal or local governments do to try and help ease the pain that we see at the pump?
Yeah, a number of states have actually introduced legislation to either suspend or reduce state gas taxes. And depending on the state you live in, your gas taxes could be significant. They range from about 15 cents a gallon in Alaska to 67 cents in California. Local taxes also add another few cents a gallon on top of that. Also, the White House has not ruled out reopening the Strategic Petroleum Reserve. That's something they did back in November. And that could make gas prices dip just for a short period of time.
I was going to ask you about the reserves and if there were any other things that lawmakers could do to try and substantially reduce the pressure that people are facing, even if it's not going to make gas cheaper over the long term. But while we're dealing with inflation in so many areas, is there something that lawmakers can easily implement?
So easily is the key word there. Unfortunately, there's really not that many options. Gas taxes are really the one thing that they have a lever on. Most of the price of gasoline comes from the price of oil, which has been hitting, 8-year highs due to both demand and geopolitics. Long term, if we're going to lower the price of gas, we'll either need to drill a whole lot more oil or we're going to need to use a lot less of it.
All right, Irina, thank you.
Thanks for having me.